Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and feel welcome. Today, we're going to talk about things that you need to do to prepare for your next doctor's visit. Now, whether this is a regular visit to your doctor or a new doctor that you're going to for the first time, these are things that you need to prepare for in advance. So, let's get started. Now, if this is a new doctor that you're going to for the first time, chances are you've already been sent all of your new patient paperwork, or they've had you printed out on the internet. And you want to make sure that you filled all of that information out before you ever get there. That's really important. If you did not have that luxury, make sure that you give yourself at least 30 minutes in advance prior to your appointment time to fill that information out. And I say that because it takes so much time usually to fill that crap out. Because they want information that really, who needs to know what your dog's name was in the first grade? Nobody needs to know that crap, right? Come on now. But anyway, and it's really important when you get in to see your doctor, whether it be a new doctor or an existing doctor, that you're honest. Don't ever think that what you're feeling is insignificant, because what you might think isn't really not normal or not typical for you. You know, just because it's something that is irritating to you, if you're a chronic pain sufferer, it could be an indicator of a bigger problem. So always bring it up, because especially if it's a new symptom, always bring up new symptoms. I don't care how insignificant you think they are. It's really, really important to bring those up, because it may be a precursor to something bigger than you think it could be. Did I say that right? Okay. Insurance papers. Some people have cards that they carry in their wallet. Other people have insurance papers. However you have through insurance, whatever, make sure you always have it on you and it's handy. If it's in an envelope, make sure you have it with you always. Whether it's a copy of them and you keep a copy at home in a safe place, or you have the originals, whatever, so that you always have that the doctors get a copy upon your first visit. Business cards and your ID. Now, this is really important, and I think so, because it's the fastest way to keep track of all your doctors. By having all of their business cards in your possession, by way of keeping them in your wallet or in an organizer. This way you can keep all of their phone numbers, fax numbers, names, and addresses handy should you need them for other doctors, because all your doctors need to keep in contact, because we all know that you all have more than one doctor. Who doesn't, right? ID. Yeah, you're not seeing mine. You have to have it when you go, because they need it, one, to go with your records, with your ID. They need this piece of plastic to go in your record, because it needs to go with your insurance paperwork and everything else, as well as usually in the States, your Social Security card, which you also need to have a copy of for your records, so don't forget that for your first visit at least. I don't know why they need that crap if you have insurance. It's just stupid. It's just, I don't know. Lab work, imaging results, radiology reports, all of that. Make sure you have copies from all of that for each doctor that you go to, because they want to have that for your records. That way they know what you've had done between each visit, and it's all in a neat little pile in each little record. It's just a tidy little thing to have. And you can ask your doctors for copies of that after each visit, and they'll be more than happy to give that to you. It's yours, you've paid for it, well, your insurance has, whatever. And they will also give you a printout of like a little sheet, a narrative thing of what they've done for your appointment that day, which is kind of a little cool to have for your own personal records. So don't be afraid to ask for that, because that way you can kind of keep track of what they've done for you as well. So lab work and all diagnostic test results. Take those with you to each and every appointment between anytime you have work done. Very important. Save some time. If you are given orders to have work done, like imaging for an MRI or an X-ray, ultrasound, whatever, or lab work done, and depending on your insurance, always get a copy of your test referral form. I really think that this is important. This way, if your insurance needs a copy of this for approval, and if you need to make the appointment yourself, you've got this little piece of paper in your hot little hands to do this yourself, and you're not waiting and waiting and waiting until the end of time to get all of this done. It's just done when you get off your lazy little butt and go do it. It's very important that you have this. That way, if there's any questions, you go, oh yeah, I've got that right here. Important stuff. This is the bane of my existence, literally. I really felt like I needed to be organized, and so I started a little date book journal, and I have to finish filling this in. But I got this at Staples. It's fully customizable. You can make these little rings, get bigger ones so you can like make it huge. You can get little bitty ones to make it little tiny, and you can deck it out however you want to. There's inserts and such. And what you can do is get you some all kinds of stuff and deck this out however you want to. Now, what I have done here is I have put all of my meds that all my allergy meds here right on the front page. And you know what doesn't work for me, and because it's just like useless, I have cute little paper clips to paperclip stuff that I haven't put in my date book because I haven't made it that far in the year. I've used washi tape and stickers and stuff to make it cuter, to make it more fun to put in my date book, which I haven't filled out. But this way it makes it easier to not overlap appointments. Very important if you have multiple doctors. No need to be overlapping appointments, because then you have to reschedule, and we all know how hard specialists are to get into. It's a pain in the ass. So, big deal here. Make sure you put all of your allergies listed somewhere in here, because it's easy for you to find. Another good thing to do while you've got this is put all of the meds you're taking in here. The name of the med, the milligram dosage, and how often you're taking it. The doctor who prescribed it. This way, when you change doctors, or you get a new doctor, or you get a new med, and you go to your whatever, you get the idea. You can just flip this open and let your doctors know. Oh, by the way, such and such doctor just prescribed such and such med, and this is how much I'm taking on such and such day, how often, blah, blah, blah. So, really good information can be stored in this. And it's very important to let your doctors know what you're taking, because drug interactions are not cool. They can be very dangerous to your health. And it's not a good thing. So make sure your drug allergies and prescriptions that you're on are listed and easily accessed by family and your doctors and you. It's a good thing. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to cover in this video. That right there is a lot of information to try to remember and cram into our brains. The other thing is, always make a list throughout, or between actually, doctor's visits of symptoms, pains, new pains, things that are just weird. Doctors like lists because they only get a short amount of time that they can spend with us because they're so overbooked all the time. And a lot of doctors really love lists because it's easier for you to they just like it when you hand them that list and they can just go through and read it, because then they can address all of those things on your list all at one time. And I've had several doctors say, just give me your list, and then they'll answer those things if it's a question. If it's an issue, then they can spend more time with it if there's something that they need to spend more time on, like get lab work done or get imaging like a x-ray or an ultrasound. They can take care of that by getting referrals done. Then they can do that as well. So get your list started from the time you leave that doctor's office, from one appointment, and have it going all month until your next appointment. That is very important, especially if you have cognitive issues because of all of those pain meds that we take because of our chronic pain issues. Because we know that, well, fibro fog is a bitch, and it sucks to forget things. And Post-it notes are great, unless you leave them at home. So it's always fun to put them in one of these things, as long as you don't forget it, which I've done before. So make sure you take notes. That's a big thing. If you don't do anything else, just take notes. Just notes. Pretend you're in school. Take notes. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative. It's it's kind of one of those things that I wish a lot of people had told me before I had to start going to all of these different doctors. And it's one of those things that you just kind of live and learn. And I hope that something that I have said will help you. And, whatever. Anyway, until next time, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below. You will find all of my social media links down in the description bar. And, until next time, enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time. Happy health. Or, I don't know. That sounded cheesy, didn't it? I'm still working on that one. I'll figure it out.